Hi friends, welcome back. Aisha Buhari better return before someone else takes over the other room. If Aisha was banking on the saying that absence makes the heart grow fonder, she may need to hear another which goes, out of sight is out of mind. If you're just joining in, kindly take a moment to tap on that subscription button and also the red notification icon bell, so you'll be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. And if you've been part of this channel, I say a very big thank you for being here. The First Lady has not only been conspicuously silent from national discourse for a long time, she has also been far from her husband's side in recent times. As her days of disappearance lengthened, the number of theories that sought to explain her newfound public reticence grew more plentiful and absurd. Aisha used to be visible on the social radar up until last June, when she went on a holy pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia, and since then she faded from the scene. Some said that she went to the United Kingdom and she's actually running away from the toxic and from the corruption from all of this environment in Aso Rock, and that she doesn't want to be part of this any longer. Some said that she decided to give certain advice and suggestion, and that she is shocked because that was not the original plan. And right now Buhari is actually becoming a dictator, is actually becoming authoritarian, is actually becoming someone that disobeys court rulings. He has actually become someone that flouts court rulings. He has become someone, in fact he has become a tyrant. That is what he has become, and the woman is not having any of this at all. Well, since then she had faded from the scene. While many folks showed genuine concern, others used the development as material for jokes about being stuck in the other room. Of course, we won't joke about this if our husband Buhari, President Buhari, right there in Germany, was asked, what is the duty of your wife in your government? What is the positive impact of your wife in your government? What is the role of your wife in your government? And he simply said, my wife belongs to the room, to the kitchen, and the other room. This is shameful. It shows this animalistic, like there is something wrong inside of the mind of this man. If he does not have an answer to that, he should have just shut up and acted like he has hair problems. But he went on to say, my wife belongs to the room, to the inside room, and the kitchen. Rather than saying my wife is involved in empowering women, my wife is also involved in making sure that children, young girls and young boys, do not experience certain kinds of ill treatment. You could come up with any of these things, even if he doesn't know much, maybe one or two. No one is going to tell us more. It's not an examination, but unfortunately he spoke like a man that has amnesia, someone that is suffering from some mental issues. Some claim that the woman who routinely make splashes by speaking out against areas of her husband's rule she disagrees with has finally been silent. They claim that maybe they killed her somewhere, or they found a way of shutting her down somehow. This camp averred that the president finally had enough of her public insubordination and wielded his manly right as the head of the home to land a flat silence on her head. Another camp seemed to say that, well, it is seen most commonly on social media, argued that Aisha herself must have caught a sudden change of heart and truncated our one-woman crusade against bad governance before it ever really got going. She formally said that she wasn't going to be part of the second administration if things go on the way it is. But, well, you know what it is? She was actually beside Buhari during the second inauguration. And I think now our way of protesting is by getting out of Nigeria from Saudi Arabia to United Kingdom, somehow just chilling. I said, all right, let's see how this thing goes. While both camps argued back and forth on the matter, neither Aisha nor her retinue of advisors seemed interested in shedding light on what she has been up to. But now reporters surfaced, whispered silently of intense moves by her kinsmen and those who have her husband's heirs to marry a new wife for the president since she left the villa. Well, these are rumors anyway. It's not just things that are done just that way, but these are rumors that are out there on the social media space and somehow whispers all over Aso Rock. And this woman, she is kind of more intelligent than Buhari from the way I see it. She's more intelligent than Buhari. She's able to answer questions, very smart way of answering questions, and she has a way of putting forward her thoughts. I mean, she's able to stand up for this administration's lack of proper guidance, lack of proper advisors, or let us say they outrightly are not accepting advices from people. Or is it that Buhari is surrounded by mediocres, people that are actually driving him and channeling him into a place that does not have light? I don't know, because Buhari is heading into darkness in all that he does. So if she values a man, her position as first lady, it will be wise for her to become visible and stay by the president before a new occupant takes over the other room. This may have prompted a recent tweet on the occasion of Independence Day celebration, her first since August. And I brought you this tweet where she actually asked for the support of Nigerians, and not just ordinary Nigerians. Yes, the one that have gotten the opportunity to steal from the economy. He calls them the rich, affluent ones. He asked for the rich Nigerians to support and help Nigeria get to the next level. Let us support the women and the children, because she knows, she didn't even point to her husband's government and say this administration of my husband or the administration that I am part of is ready to do this and that, because she herself has lost hope in this administration. She has lost hope in Buhari. She has lost hope in everything. As you all know what's happening right there in this government right now. You see Osinbajo will perform excellently whenever Buhari is not around, and immediately they realize that Osinbajo is performing excellently, they will ask Buhari to quickly return back from his, from this so-called medical tourism. He will come back to Nigeria and things will go back to the way it was. This is so sad. Osinbajo worked hard. Now, I'm not saying that Osinbajo might not have one or two things that will point fingers at, like how he has become complicit in these criminal activities of this administration. He helped them take money from one point to the other. Now they are trying him somehow, because we heard that ICPC is on him, EFCC is on him. They are investigating certain duties, certain agency that were put under him to manage, and they claim that there are certain things that are not right. They claim that there are some contracts that were given out by Osinbajo and they didn't follow due process, or the money involved, and a lot of stories here and there. Of course, you know what it is. When Osinbajo, according to Timi Frank, a PDP member, when Timi said that Osinbajo took 90 billion naira from the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Osinbajo says he's going to waive his immunity and face this head on in court. Well, he knows that this is the money that he took for the party, and he knows that somehow, unless they sell him out, and he will be ready to tell the court and anybody that yes, I took this money in conjunction with Buhari, with my party chairman and the rest of them, Jagaban. He's going to come up with a lot of things. He knows a lot of things. So I can't see the president saying no, he has not done anything, our party is this and that. The president is not saying anything. Why? Because it is possible that they are ready to bury Osinbajo, but then you will never see anyone pointing corruption in the direction of Buhari. No one is saying anything. Why? Because they are afraid of that power that Buhari wields over all of them. They know that Buhari does not obey the rule of law. They know he's still a military man, even though he claims that he is not. He went to Chatham House in London, and where he read a speech that someone wrote, someone they paid to write this. So he read his speech, you think it came out of his thoughts, you think it came out of the depth of his heart, but no, he's only reading the script that has been mapped out for him to read. And he said, I was once a military dictator. A lot of people see me as this, but I am a repentant man now. I am going to practice democracy. I'm going to uphold the rule of law, but we don't see the rule of law being upheld in this case. This is the government that has flouted court rulings several times, not just on Showere's case. He has flouted it on a lot, as long as these people are the opposing party or anybody that is opposing his authority. What Buhari does is just to flout the court ruling and behave as if he doesn't know why. Well, we won't blame them. One, executive corrupt, legislators corrupt. That's the parliament. In some other countries, they call them parliament. They are corrupt. Now, what about the judiciary? They are corrupt because you see a politician that has committed an offense, criminal activity. He will get the very best lawyer because he has money. Then they will look at the loopholes. They will look at the loopholes in the judiciary and they work on this. They give a share to the judge, give a shares to the lawyers that are representing him, and this guy will come out of the court. He would even pay some sympathizers, some hungry people to picket and show that suffering aspect of him or her, and they come out picketing and say, oh, you enough of punishing of this and that. And that is how they do, and they float here and there. So all of these loopholes, that's what these guys work on. But Buhari is just not caring. He's playing a game of kings. That's what he's playing. He's trying to shut down anybody that dissents, anyone that opposes his rule, anyone that speaks against this administration that is involved in. He doesn't want anyone to call out his corruption. He's just ready to shut anybody down. And now the first lady has decided to get out of Aso Rock. She has been out of reach. She decided to go low-key. Now let's put in the comment section below. What's your take about this talk? Aisha Buhari better return before someone else takes over the other room. And while you're at that, may I remind you to tap on that subscription button if you've not done so. Tap on it, it's free, so you will be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.